Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my podcast. Yee! And today we are going to be reacting to The Bold and the Beautiful. Yee! And today's topic we are going to be talking about Finn. What is his name? John Finnegan? I think his name is. Yeah, John Finnegan, but they name him Finn. But yeah, anyway, please subscribe, turn the notification, and click the bell beside you. Anyway, let's jump right on to it, shall we? Finn's story. I'd like to know his backstory. Um, but his backstory is that his mother is named is Sheila. She got pregnant. I think this was around when Jack. I love how there's another Jack. Yeah, yeah, like you needed a. But anyway, we have a Jack who was I think in a relationship with Lee at the time. I don't remember, but they were together and he cheated on her with Sheila. I don't know how he got away with it. In this show, you don't get away with cheating on one another. It's very rare to not get away with it. I guess Taylor got away with it because she slept with James. So, and then they forgot to mention that story. But it doesn't happen very often. They all usually get caught. Um, yeah. What else happened? Uh, yeah, he cheated on her while he was in a relationship with Lee. With okay, Sheila. They don't explain when that happened. Like, was this after Sheila left the show? I'm assuming this is after because this wasn't before. This would have been before the 90s. This would have been in the 80s, before Young and the Restless. And I don't think Finn is that old. My parents say, oh, Finn is like, 40 something. So he had to be Luna's, like, dad or something. That makes no sense. That makes absolute no sense. She would be dating, like, Finn is not that age, sorry. But yeah. But yeah, so it must have been up before after Sheila left the show. It's crazy though. It it doesn't make any sense how Finn came around. Like it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't add up. Like when was Finn around when she I guess he was with Jack and Lee. Yeah, it makes no sense. Finn is an interesting character. Um he goes through a lot. He's introduced as um, Steffi's doctor, or Steffi's doctor, who's prescribed her with like medication because of an accident. I think she like falls off a bike or something. They've pulled that story like three times. Like she's fallen on off a bike like three times. I think she lost a pregnancy one of the first times. I can't remember. Or the second time. She fell. Oh no, she didn't fall off a bike. She fell off a like one of those things at the beaches where you ride on. She's fallen off many things though. But yeah, she fell off a motorbike again, and he says that he wants to treat her as a patient, so he becomes patient. I think he gets involved with her. It's very weird. They have a thing going on. Like, that's against the rules. You can't like sleep with your patients. You can't. I mean, you can, but you won't be able to be their patient anymore. Like, that's just how that works. Anyway, he's with her. I think they sleep together. I think this was around the time when Steffi cheated on him not long after the relationship. Yeah, great human being. You're definitely not like Hope. No, I'm more mature than Hope. I'm in a relationship with Finn, and Amore cheating on him. They never explain why she cheated on him. Like, she slept with Liam. Like, at least Liam had a reason, even though it was a fucking stupid reason. Like, oh yeah, I I cheated on like Steffi because, you know, I saw Hope. I thought I saw Hope sleep with kissing Thomas, so I went and gone cheat on her. Steffi had no reason to cheat on Finn. There was absolutely no, there was no drive to go to make her do that. She just chose to do that. She was in a happy relationship. She was fine. She was with Finn. They were sleeping together. They were a couple, and she's sleeping with Liam. And there's nothing that drove her to want to sleep with him. At least with Liam, it was like, oh yeah, Thomas drove me to it because I thought Hope was cheating on me, even though he's a fucking idiot. There was no reason. She was an idiot. And Finn's reaction was fine. He was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's like he's been cheated on numerous times. And he's like, oh, it's alright. I'm with Steffi now. Yeah. He's still with Steffi. Like, fucking hell. I would have left her. I would have left her when she cheated on me, but, you know. Yeah, so they get married. Uh, they think Steffi thinks it's Finn's child. So it's maybe Liam's child because they slept together. We find out it's Finn because Vinny, Thomas's friend, switched the paternity test. They fall in love, yada yada yada. Yeah. They get together, yada yada. I'm gonna read. Anyway, we find out that Finn is Steffi's is Sheila's son. Everyone's in shock. He invites her to the wedding. He barely even knows her. She could be some random woman, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you can come to my wedding. Thanks, Mum, for disappearing in my life for 30 years. You know, or however long you've been disappeared for. Thanks, Mom." Oh, all the way. Oh, by the way, you can come to my wedding. Shows up at the wedding. They do a DNA test. It does. Turns out Sheila is the mother. Yeah. Um. Is not handling it very well. She doesn't want Finn anywhere near Sheila. He actually agrees. Like he's no, he's like, yeah, you're a dangerous person, and well, he ends up being closer to her, and then she ends up killing Finn because Steffi finds out that Steffi and Thomas find out that she drugged Brooks like alcohol. It's nothing anything dangerous she's ever done. It's not any different to what they've done in the past. But yeah, Steffi finds out um Steffi finds out her husband is dead. Finn disappears off the show. I actually thought he was going to lead the show, but then he was apparently in a hospital bed. Apparently, he was alive. Um, Not really much happens. I forgot to mention also, he finds out that his dad is really his actual dad and not his stepdad. He's like, how dare you cheat on my mom with my biological mother? Yeah, she finds out that Lee's the one that brought him back from the dead. That made absolutely no sense. Like she brought him back, but she secretly got him out of the morgue. Like they wrapped him up and found him dead. They took him to the morgue and he was dead. So how did they get the body there? They never explain it. That was stupid. I feel like with the Taylor one, they could have got away with it. It was stupid too. This show makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes sense if you don't think about it. But anyway, Lee tries to stop Sheila, and Sheila wants to confess and get revenge to say that Lee is but Lee won't let her, and Sheila wants Finn to be alive, and Lee wants to tell everybody that Sheila is back, and because they all thought Sheila was dead or something, I can't remember, but she ends up dying in an explosion. Not Sheila, but Lee does. It traumatizes the Spencers, everybody. I think Bill finds Lee or something like that. Um, she learns that everybody learns that Finn is alive. Finn escapes from Sheila. It takes him a while. She drugs him a bit, and that she makes him go all delusional. He puffs there, but I think he gets out of there. She teams up with Mike. We never see Mike ever again after this moment. But yeah, she fakes her death. Sheila teams up with Deacon. Deacon finds out she is alive, and that the toe is just fake. I think he hooks up with her and he didn't know it was Sheila, but he keeps the secret. Finn is back with Steffi again. They've never been happy together than in this moment. They find out that Sheila is alive again. I think Sheila tries to make up, but after all that, yeah. Sheila is alive again. I think Finn say she wants to redeem herself. She does become more redeemable at this point. Um, she even saves like Steffi and Finn's child. Um, yeah, and Steffi's like, "How dare you save my daughter? I'd rather her drown to death than you save her. I'd rather her die than you save her because you're evil." It's like, what? You fucking bitch. You're gonna let her drown. You're gonna say, oh yeah, drown. My daughter should drown. My daughter should never be saved by that psychopath. She'd rather drown her to death. I would never hurt a human being ever in my entire life, except for when it's my cousin who's trying to attack me, or Sheila's twin sister. That's okay. They're different circumstances. That fine. Stupid bitch. Anyway, yeah. Finn reunites with Steffi. Then Steffi kills Sheila. Steffi complains a lot. They have marital problems. He gets closer with Hope, even though nothing's happening. She becomes like his bestie, not for very long. I think she's daydreaming about Finn. Liam doesn't like Finn because he's too attached to Sheila. He does become a bit mopey. There's one scene where he breaks, like he gets her out of jail. It's like, what? She killed you, buddy, and you're like, yeah, it's all good. You can come out of jail. It's all good. Like, yeah, what? I'm glad he went to the wedding. Fucking stupid ass Steffi telling him what to do. Steffi is ruining his life. They find out Sheila died. Steffi killed Sheila when she attacked her, and then they find out it wasn't Sheila. I like that scene where Deacon and Finn team up. It made Finn a bit more of a character. Because if this was Liam, it would be like, don't want them guys together. Terrible. We don't want them together. Uh, oh, Deacon is an alcoholic. He's a man, so he's a horrible person. That would be Liam. But I like that Finn. Oh, Deacon is delusional. It's Sheila's not alive. It's Sheila is dead, but he actually went with it and he found Sheila, and she was. I like that he didn't come off and say, "You're delusional." This is what every other character would say. This is not true. I don't believe you. They find her. She's fine. Steffi's not in jail because they lost their jail set. Um, this is what I. It could be rumored, but this is what I've heard. Apparently, Bold and the Beautiful don't have a jail set anymore, like a jail like scene set. You know, where they do the jail, the prisons, and the courts and all that. Yeah, they don't have the money for that. So that's why they're just playing it off like, oh yeah, Steffi's fine. It's fine. It's all good. If Liam runs over Vinny, then it's jail time, even though it was an accident. But same thing as Steffi, but this time she doesn't go to jail. He's getting closer to Hope. I thought that him and Hope would get together, but they're not. Sheila overhears Deacon saying, Brooke saying to Deacon that Hope is having feelings for Finn, and Sheila's possibly going to get Finn and Hope together. It's no different to Steffi trying to break up Hope and Thomas's relationship. Yeah, I really hope they don't get together, but they will because Bond the Beautiful, they like ruining characters. They never let anyone be happy on this show. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, and Finn's got a child too, named Hayes, which we never see on the show. But yeah, Finn is an interesting character. His personality is so boring. He's a terrible actor, awful actor. What? Who plays him again? Tanner Novlan. Tanner Novlan. Tanner, boy, you can't act to save yourself. Awful actor. Top three worst actors. Cannot act. I feel like even Ridge was even a like Ron Moss was even a better actor than bloody Tanner. Like Ron Moss is an awful actor. He was one of the worst actors on that show, Bold and the Beautiful. I watched a scene where Taylor's giving out the audience's like pain, like she's the one crying and all that, and we feel for her. But when Ron Moss does it instead, he's like, "Oh, I lost Steffi and all that. She's dead." Oh, like he did have a moment with Brooke. Like it didn't look very good. Bad, bad acting. But yeah, it is. Why do they have bad male actors? Yeah, I guess Liam can kind of act. Liam, Liam and Bill. Thorne can act. But Thorne can act. I had to put the Thorne that they got is also on that list. Terrible actor. Yeah. But yeah, that's my talk about Finn. Finn is alright character. He's boring because of his personality. He has no personality. But he has an interesting backstory. He has a mum full of serial killer who's a psycho. Uh yeah. Yeah, I think Finn's an alright character. He's better than Ridge and Liam and Thorne and Thomas and majority of the guys on the show. So, you know, Finn isn't the greatest character. He ain't Sally or Stephanie, but he is one of the better characters. He doesn't go around and cheating on people yet, because it's a dream. Doesn't mean he won't. We all know he won't. I got jinxed. I got tricked. I thought he was actually gonna get together with Hope, but it was just a dream. But we know he will. Because it's what this show does. It gives us pain. But yeah, that's Finn's character. Anyway, please subscribe, turn the notifications, and click the bell beside you. I love you guys so much. Also, I wanted to say too before I edit the video. Uh, I might not be doing another podcast for a while because there's not really much to talk about. I might have one other podcast, one other thing to talk about. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about. But yeah. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.